Welcome back, guys. So this was an account I was trading. I made 5k from it, but just to keep you updated, you're just going to be trading the ICC method. Okay, you see that above this high of KFC, price wants to buy. Above this high, price wants to buy. So you have the first indication of price wanting to buy by moving above the level. Okay, we have seen price already move above the level, but now we have another retest. This is the H4, remember. So you go to your low time frame like the M15. What do you see? You see that price came underneath the level. Okay, we came underneath the level, and then afterwards price made a retest. Okay, so we made a retest at around this area, and then price is back above the level. So given that information, if you're to trade, I can advise you now to start taking your entries. What will be the take profit? You go to the daily time frame so that you can see your take profits. Okay, so my take profit will be around this other area over here. Okay, because what am I seeing here? I'm seeing that price is making, this was the previous low. Okay, and then we had a new higher low. Okay, so that means that price is shifting, momentum is shifting in these markets. Okay, and given that we have seen that previously price has been in a strong bullish momentum, so we may see the same thing repeating itself. Okay, we may see the same thing repeating itself. But above all, if you observe also to the left there, whenever price was above that area that I've marked, it always pushed towards at least this area over here. Okay, before it met resistance above up to around this area. So if I'm to buy this market, I would buy with my stop loss underneath that first zone. So my stop loss could be around here. Okay, for more detailed stop loss, you can just go to the H1 and see where you have your lows. Okay, so I have my lows over here. This could be a potential. If you want to put your stop loss, it could be underneath this area here. Okay, but for me, usually, because I know that if price goes underneath this level, usually sell, I would put my stop loss over here. Okay, and then TP, I've told you already that TP is going to be at the next high there, over there. So we will buy, TP will be at that area, as simple as that. So let me just go over it once more again so that you guys can stay updated. Okay, so we want to see price go above this high. Okay, after you create a new higher high, what do you want to see? That's an indication that price is willing to go above. Okay, so you wait for a pullback. You can call it a pullback, but in most of the cases, ICC stands for indication. You've got the indication that price wants to go above this high. Okay, and then afterwards price came underneath. Okay, that's what they call the corrective move, the correction. Okay, then afterwards we see price come above that level again. Then that's where we can take our entries for buys, aiming for at least a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. In most of the cases, I just put the TP at the nearest level of resistance. Okay, but if you observe also to your left, okay, you observe that at this area when price was above this zone, we had a push to the upside. Okay, so the same thing here, when price is above this level, we may see another push to the upside. We're just repeating the same process over and over again. So here I'll take my buys. I'll just put a small lot so that you guys can observe clearly what I'm trading. So it will be 0.02. Okay, I'll buy here, and then stop loss, as I've told you, stop loss will be underneath the H1, so it will be around here. So it will be 164.21. That will be the stop loss. Okay, then TP, I've told you that the TP is gonna be at the next area of confluence, which is around here. Okay, so it will be at okay. Okay, so as simple as that, that's my overall trade in this setup. Okay, but for guys who want to trade even more aggressively, you can hold this trade until price makes a new higher high, because if you observe, price has been respecting structure. This was the previous low. Okay, price never came underneath it, and then we had another continuation move here when price broke structure above. Therefore, we're having another continuation move to the upside. So yeah, if you're aggressive, you can hold this trade until you reach a new higher high. But for me, I usually trade until I reach an area of confluence, which is around this area. That could be the second TP. We You have the first TP, I've put my first TP, then the second TP is there, then the third TP is above. As simple as that. Thanks guys for watching. I'll be making more of these videos so that you guys can grasp the concept of the ICC method. It's I give the credit back to Side Trades. He's the one who introduced this concept. But yeah, so far it has been so good because I've been able to grow this prop farm account. It was a 50k founded account, and I've made over 5k, so that's more than even the 10% that they want. So yeah, that's it. And I will be updating you guys soon on how to trade the ICC method and all the techniques. I'll be posting as many videos as possible on this channel so that you guys can stay updated and learn as much as possible from this great strategy. Okay, so that's it guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll be updating you soon. Yeah.